Hello, what's up my people? This is your boy Kaka Jonito USA and welcome to this awesome and beautiful casting as I let you know that the DV program for DV 2026 is now open and it will be happening from Eastern time, that is 12 p.m. Eastern time. That's when the website will be open and now you can be able to log in and do application of your green card. So guys, I just want to show you a very simple step that you're going to follow. I just want to show you what you're supposed to do in the application and what are the answers you're supposed to put in on those dashes, and I believe that it will be helpful, and I believe that you guys will benefit from it, and I believe that you guys will be selected come May 2025. That will be the time they'll be releasing the results. So let's follow these simple steps on how to apply this green card, and I believe that you guys will be set. Here we go. It's your boy Kaka Jonito USA. Welcome. Hello guys, so welcome to this tutorial. I just want to show you what you are going to expect. This is just a sample of what you're going to expect as you be filling for your green card. So when you open the website, and the website we say it is dvprogram.state.gov, when you enter into that website you will see a page like this. So when you see the page, what you're supposed to do, you're going to do what we call submit an entry, and then when you hit submit an entry, you're gonna see a page. Your page will be looking like this. So what you're going to do, you're gonna see this here. So this is an authentication code. You're expected to type it here. So you're gonna type what you see here, you type it here, those characters, and then you hit submit. When you hit submit, it will take you to the first page, and the first page will be looking like this. This is just a sample, so you'll be seeing this how your page will be looking like. And on your page you can see the first part is part 1, which is the entrant information. Now this is for the person who is applying for the green card, or the main applicant. And now you see this, the last, or the family name. This is basically what we call the surname. So you write your surname here, then you write your first name here, and then your middle name. If you don't have any, maybe for instance you don't have a first name, you just say no first name. If you don't have a middle name, you just say no middle name. And if you don't have a last name, which is the surname, you just say no surname. But if you have them, this is how you're gonna put them as they are. Then the next thing will be the gender. So the gender will be is either your male or your female, so you choose respectively, or the gender that you identify yourself with. The next one will be the birth date. The birth date. Now here again I have something to caution people, because some people have their birth date but it's not what is indicated in their birth certificate. So if in case your birth certificate has different dates from your birth dates, I'll tell you, as long as your document shows a certain date, that's what you're supposed to use all the dates that are in your documents, because when you go to this interview they'll be checking at your documents. They'll not be asking you from your head, they'll be checking at your documents, and your documents need to align in terms of names, in terms of dates. All the documents, everything, all the details should be aligning. So the birth date, put exactly what is on your birth certificate so that you avoid being in problems. Then the city where you are born. So in this part where the city where you're born, many people ask me this question, because some of them were born in hospitals, some were born at home, and it's not written as a city, it's written as a place of birth. So mostly especially for people who come from Africa and the other countries, so when they write about the city where you are born, that place where it's called the place of birth, the name that is written there is what you are going to bring and write it here. The place of birth, that's what you're going to write it here. Okay, yeah, and you can see they have said here, do not enter district, county, province or state. This is basically for people who are in America, especially for people who have the system in America. The system in America is different. So for us, for anybody else who is trying to apply for green card, because I know the system are different, the place of birth, that's what you're going to write it right here. Okay, and then let's move ahead. It's so simple, and you guys are gonna do this thing very simple. The next one will be the country, or the country where you were born. So this is simple. You have to, this one you cannot write it, you cannot type it. This one they'll give you a selection, because remember there are some countries which are not eligible for green card. So only those countries which are eligible for green card can be able to participate. For instance, like Nigeria is not eligible, so you cannot be able to apply for green card if you are in Nigeria. So when you are for the country where you're born, you'll just come here, you see this down button, and press it, and then it's gonna show you all the countries. Then you're gonna scroll and choose your country respectively, and then it's gonna be appear here. It's gonna appear here, and that is done. And then as you can see here, they write your country of eligibility will normally be the same as the country of birth. Your country of eligibility is not related to where you live. If you are born in a country that is not eligible for DV program, please go to, you know, they give you the explanation of the country eligibility. So this one, as I said, for instance, if you are born in Nigeria and your birth certificate says you are born in Nigeria, that is your country of eligibility. So when you're trying to apply for green card, you cannot be allowed to participate, because Nigeria is not eligible for green card lottery. I'm just giving that as an example, because there are so many other countries that are not eligible for green card application. So this is just a sample, and I'm showing you how you're gonna do it. All right, so from there you go ahead and then go to the other part, which is the photograph. Now the photograph, again, we have remember there are some specifications of the photograph, and I gave you on my other video on the exact dimensions that you need. For instance, I told you need like 600 by 600 pixel dimension. That is a 2x2 or a square photo, 2x2. And on those on the photo, I told you guys that you're not supposed to be wearing things that cover your head or covers your eyes, not unless it's a must and it's directed by the doctor, you know, by surgical, and you cannot remove it or you cannot operate without. Okay, so those are some of the things that you need. Also, you should not be covering your head. I gave those photograph characteristics that you need. The background should be white and should be clear, no things like, you know, what we call shadows. So those are some of the things that you need to know about your photograph. So go check on my video concerning the photo, and you'll see all the details that you need there. The first one, the one that I can tell you, is that it should be less than 240 kbs, and it should be 600 by 600 pixel dimension. That is 2x2 or a square photo. And the details concerning the colors and everything I already gave you on the other video, so you can check that and get the information on that. And then, so for the photo, when you get your photo, you're gonna just put it, just gonna come here, the browse, and then select the photo from gallery, and then just upload it there, and it's gonna show you that is you know, has been accepted, because we said as long as you have the right photo, which is less than 240 kbs and it's 600 by 600 pixel dimension, that means your photo is legible and will be able to be accepted in the photo tool. So from there we go to the mailing addresses. So on the mailing addresses, especially for people like the ones who are in Africa, we usually don't have like you know, well set up, you know, addresses whereby everybody has their own address. So what we usually use the PO box. And so for many people, this is what you're gonna use, and you're gonna put it here on the address line 1. Write the PO box, for instance, PO box 248 Nakuru, and then you put the city here, the city or the town, and then the district, county, province, put that one here, and then postal zip code, you just put the postal zip code, and then the country you're gonna select. For instance, you just come here, scroll down, you're gonna select your country, and then it's gonna show up here, and that's it. You're done on the mailing addresses. So for the mailing addresses, remember, just use a PO box. You can use a PO box for maybe your former school, maybe you can use a PO box for your church. That will help you on that area. So we move ahead and we come to country where you live today. So for those people who live in a different country from where they were born, maybe you're working somewhere, maybe in Gulf, you're working somewhere in India, you're working somewhere in London, you just come here and select the country where you're living as you are applying your green card. And then the phone number, you can put your phone number here with your code. Also remember the country code here. So when you're putting the number, make sure you start with the code and then the rest of the number. It's optional, but I just say you can just put it here. It doesn't harm and it's no problem at all. And then we come to the most important, the email address. This email address is very vital, and you really need the email address, because remember, if you don't have the email address, then that means you'll not receive your results, or you'll not be able to receive these communications, because remember, the KCC or the Kentucky Consular Center will always reach you via your email. They don't call you, and they don't just send any email. No, they send only updates when it is necessary, or when you have been able or been selected. So your email address is very important. Just make sure you write an email address that you use and that you can remember even the password, and have that email address on so that you can be checking. So this one is very important, and just make sure you put your email address correctly. Okay, make sure you put it correctly, and remember, an email address doesn't have capital letters, so just put the email address the way they are in the right format. Make sure there's no errors. Okay, so from there you can see they're giving you an example here. You see, this is an example of an email address. You put it here and then you confirm it. So you put it twice to make sure that that email address is correct and it's the same. All right, so after you're done with the email address, now you come to the education part. So this is the education part. Let me at least reduce it so you can see. All right, yeah, I guess in that part then you can see everything. So this is the education part, and now here you see what is the highest level of education you have achieved as of today. So when they are asking as of today, today is being the 2nd of October, or any other day between October and November, it means whatever you have achieved as per that time. So that means if your highest level of education is high school as per that time, maybe you're in campus, if you have not yet graduated, just write high school, because remember, the minimum qualification for green card is the high school degree. So that is that's the most important thing that you need. As long as you have a high school degree, you're good to go. So don't write some college courses and you have not even done the college just to impress, because some people usually do this. They say, let me lie and give these great courses so that I can get this opportunity. No, the minimum qualification is a high school degree. All right, but however, if you have done some college courses, you just put some graduate level courses and put them there. If you have done a university degree, just select university degree. All right, okay, you can see here you must have a minimum of high school diploma reflecting the completion of full course of study. Vocational schools or equivalent degrees are not acceptable. You see, are not acceptable. or be skilled worker in occupation that requires at least 2 minimum years of training experience to qualify. So let me explain this. So we say the minimum qualification is high school degree. So they have said that very well, and that is the minimum. So if you have not done your high school, you didn't go to high school, you can qualify also via work or occupation. So what they are saying is, whatever the job you're doing is a job that requires at least two minimum of 2 years training. For instance, plumbing, for instance, electrical, engineering, jobs like those, they require 2 years minimum training. These ones, and maybe you have done it and you have all the papers to to show that you have done that, because they are also graded into points. And when you come to this website here, you can see the grading of these jobs, and you can see if you can, or if you are able to qualify. Because remember, if you don't have high school degree, the other option will be qualifying via work experience. And if you cannot attain the desired grading for work experience, then you will not be selected. All right, so those are some of the very important information that you need to know concerning the level of education and work experience. I hope that one is clear. So let's continue to the marital status. So here again, we usually have problems with people, because many people nowadays, they like lying a lot, and they think that when you lie, you get more chances of getting selected. So I'll say this point blank: if you are married, state you are married. If you are not married, state unmarried. If you are divorced, state divorced. If you're widowed, state widowed. Legally separated, you are legally separated. Okay, so this one is very open and specific. So if you're married, you're married. If you're not married, you're not married. So that's why here you come and select according to your status. All right, according to your status. And there's some things you can read here. I'll not read this one, but you can read them and see what they say. Okay, I'm just giving you the briefs, which are the very most important things. Remember, if you are not, if you come here and you're married and you say unmarried, and then wait for the application to go through, and then come again and say I am married, that one can lead to disqualification, because they also check, do you have children? Yeah. How long have you been married? And then they ask you, okay, last year you applied and you said you are not married, and you have been married to this woman for 5 years, for 3 years. You are lying to us. That's an automatic disqualification. So be truthful as you answering these questions. So we come here to number 14, which is the number of children. So for those people who are married, please ensure you indicate all your children. Even those ones who are over 18, just indicate. Indicating doesn't mean they have to go with you, because remember, also people are all the children that are above 21 years of age, they cannot be under the main applicant. They can also apply their green card on their own, because they are mature and they can have their own way of application. All right, so if your child has already passed 21 years by this time when you're applying, that means that child is not eligible for green card. It's not eligible to be under you in this green card, but they are eligible to apply on their own for this green card. So put the number of children. You're gonna put here 10, 5, 3, 1. If you don't have a child, you can just say 0. So now we come to the second last part. Here now is the derivatives. Now in this derivatives part 2, this is where you put your spouse and also the children, if you have children. So for instance, if he is the man who applied for this is the part now he's gonna answer for the wife, or he's gonna put the information for the wife. So just as the first part, remember what we did in the first portion. These are the names. So the last of the family name, which is called the surname, and then from there we're gonna have the first name and then the middle name. And if you don't have either of the name, you can tick on these boxes to indicate that. And then we're gonna go ahead and go put the birth date. Now this for the spouse. We said that there are some people who have different birth dates from what they have in their documents, and what is in your document is what should prevail, because when you go to the interview, they're gonna check your documents and they need to see the synchrony of the information. All right. Okay, then for the gender part here, you either are a male or female, so depending on how you identify yourself, you choose your gender. Then from there we go to the city where the spouse was born. Now we said for the city where the spouse was born, most of the birth certificate show the place of birth, and that is what you write on this portion. The place of birth, don't worry about the city. Whatever is indicated in your birth certificate, that's what you write right here. Okay, so don't worry about anything. Whatever is indicated as a place of birth in your birth certificate is what you write here. All right. Then from there, the country where the spouse was born, that one you said you are supposed to choose. So they're gonna give you options here, and you're gonna choose where your spouse was born. And then we come to the spouse photograph, and then on the photograph we say that this photograph should be less than 240 kbs and should be 600 by 600 pixel dimension. That means it's a square or 2x2 photo. And also we say that that photo should always adhere to the rules and the instructions that are given. For instance, no shadows, no tapes, no glasses, not unless it's surgical and you must wear it in all times and it's prescribed by the doctor. All right. Yeah, so those are some of the things that you need to check on that. Again, if you need more information concerning the photo, I have done a video concerning the photo for the green card application. You can check on my channel and you'll see all that information there. Or you can also go to this photo tool here. It's gonna show you all the information that you need. So we continue. The next part now is where we put the child's or the children. Now the child name, depending on who is the oldest. So on the child, now here you put the firstborn, the secondborn, thirdborn. So it depends with how many children you have. So for this, again, the names and the dates, we do the same thing. For the last or the family name, this is the surname, you just write it here, indicate the first name and the middle name. If they don't have, you just select on the boxes. When it comes to the date, put what is written in their documents. Signing the gender, either male or female, choose respectively. And then the city where they were born, we say the place of birth on your birth certificate, that's what you're gonna write here. And then concerning the country where the child was born, you'll have again come to this box here and then scroll down and choose the country. The child photograph, just as we did with the photograph of the parents or the photograph of the main applicant, that's what we're gonna do here again. Remember, 600 by 600 pixel dimension and less than 240 kbs. That is a square 2x2 or square photo. So the other information I said, I have done a video concerning the photo. You can check that one and give you all the information that you need. So when you do that, that will be the last thing you do after you if you have children. If you don't have children, you'll not put anything on this portion. Okay, if you don't have children on this portion, you'll not do anything. So you just leave it as it is, not write anything, just leave it blank. Just scroll down and then go to the next, and the next will be we'll just hit continue, and to the continue now, this way it will take you to the last page, and the last page is what we call the confirmation. And this confirmation page is what you are told that you should print to keep the information, because it has your confirmation number and your electronic number. These are the things that you'll need coming to check for your results. So after you're done with this, you hit continue. It will take you to the confirmation page. So the reason as why I don't have I cannot show you the confirmation page, remember this was just a sample, so it's not like in the website, so I cannot show you. But on the sample, it's gonna show you. It's not something that you're gonna write anything. No, it's gonna show you all your information. So you need to have to save that. You can take a screenshot, you can take a picture, you can print it and keep that information. You will use it come May 4th to check for your application and see if it went through. So all the best, guys, as you apply for this green card. If you have any question concerning green card, kindly inbox me. Check me at Kaka Jonito and on all platforms, and I'll be able to help you. You can also inbox in this video, or you can just comment on this video and I'll be able to help you. So guys, I wish you all the best. God bless you, and I'll keep you updated. Bye.